Hello again, everybody. Today, we're going to continue learning about the interior angle sum theorem with equations. With equations. Okay, so before we get started, let's review how to solve a simple equation. For example, let's go 4x plus 8 plus 7 equals, gosh, I don't know, I got to do the math in my head. 35. Okay. Now, solving two-step, three-step equations, things like that. First off, you want to combine like terms if you can, right? So like 8 plus 7 becomes 15, right? So we get 4x plus, now instead of 8 plus 7, it's now 15 equals 35. Okay, now we have to undo the equation. We have to do the opposite. So the opposite of adding 15 is subtracting 15. But if we do it to one side, we got to do it to another. 15 minus 15 is 0. Those cancel out. And we're left with 4x equals 35 minus 15, which is 20. Now, what is the opposite of multiplying by 4? It's dividing by 4. And again, if you do it to one side, you got to divide the other side by 4 as well. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times x is just x. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. So there's the answer. And you can check it. If I plugged 5 back in for x, 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35. So it works. Okay, so that's how you solve equations, kind of a little review there. Now, we learned that three angles of a triangle add up to equal 180 degrees. Woohoo! Now, we're going to take that the next step. Let's say this angle right here is 35 degrees. This angle is, I got to draw this a little bit better. I can't do this one. Got to draw it a little bit better. Okay? Bad example. We're going to draw it just a little bit. Nice and big too. So there we go. That looks a little bit better. So now, let's say this angle is 35 degrees. The angle up here is 110 degrees. That's why I had to redraw it, because I had to make sure it's a big angle. And this angle is 3x plus 2. Can we find what x equals? All right, well, in order to find what x equals, we need to write an equation. Well, we know that three angles add up to 180 degrees. So we know that this plus that equals 180 degrees. We've got to add up three angles. Well, we know the three angles. We know this one, and that one. We know that this angle is 3 times whatever x is plus 2. So I'm just going to write that. It's 3x plus 2. There's my first angle. Plus my next angle, 35. Plus my next angle, 110. 110. Those three angles add up to equal 180 degrees. Now I can combine like terms. Okay, so I can't use 3x right now because there's no like terms. But 2 plus 35 plus 110 becomes 3x plus 37 plus 110, 147. Those three combine to equal 147. And those add up to equal 180. Well, the opposite of adding 147 is subtracting 147. So I subtract 147 from both sides. And we're left with, so that's 0, we're left with 3x on this side equals 180 minus 147 is 33. I can then divide by 3 because that's the opposite of timesing by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. You're left with 1x, which is just x. Oh, I should have wrote that. 33. 33 divided by 3 is 11. So x equals 11. Okay? So that's kind of a little rundown of how we do it. Let me give you another example here. Let's say I've got, here on number 7. Got this from mathaids.com. And they got this 2c plus 59 plus 55. Okay? Focus this a little bit. I don't think that helped too much. But it says 2c plus 59 plus 55. We know these three add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to take this first angle, 2c. Add it to the next angle, 59. and add those to the next angle, 55. I know those three angles add up to equal 180 degrees. Now I can combine like terms. 2c has no like term, but 59 plus 55 becomes 114. And those add up to equal 180. Now, the opposite of adding 114 is subtracting 114. Let's see, 114 minus 114, that's 0. They're gone. And we're left with 2c equals 180 minus 114, which is 66. Now, the opposite of multiplying by 2, this is saying 2 times something equals 66. We got to undo it. So the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we have to divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. We get c equals 66 divided by 2 is 33. So therefore, your answer is 33. Okay, there's the interior angle sum theorem with equations and a couple of examples. Thank you.